Alright, hello to you, Internet. Today we're going to be playing Starfox 2, a game that was never actually officially released. The Wonders of the Internet. It was supposed to be released in, if I recall correctly, 1995 as a direct sequel to Starfox from 1993, but for whatever reason Miyamoto just was like, well, we're coming out with the N64, so, you know, we can't have 3D on the Super Nintendo because that'll look crappy next to the Super 64 or the Ultra 64 or whatever the hell we were calling it at this point. And so this was never actually released, even though it was basically complete. There's a few ROMs floating around on the internet, well, a couple anyway. One is sort of glitchy and barely functional, and this one is pretty damn functional, with just one little caveat at the end, and you'll see that. What else to say? This used the Super FX chip 2, which, if I remember correctly, is actually the Super FX chip's full thing, as opposed to, whoa, we just went back to the demo, we should get going, was actually the full Super FX chip, as opposed to being cut in half like the original Super FX chip. Anyway, let's just look at this. There is no training mode in this. We have a record. So as you can see, I've obviously played this game a few times before. I haven't played it in quite some time, though. I don't think we need to actually put in any sort of rule this time, like 3 deaths and you're out or anything, because you can actually die pretty easily. You don't get any spare lives or anything. You get 2 people, and if they both die, you're completely screwed. Differences between the modes. This time it's basically the same game, but normal you have to liberate 2 planets, hard you have to liberate 3, and expert you have to liberate 3, and then the other 3. We're going to be doing expert. Also, you can't break your wings in this one at all, no matter what you do, so I'm not going to be doing that. And they didn't put in voices in this one yet, but that's not really all that surprising, is it? And yeah, you can see there's a lot of shit going on right at the very beginning. We have an emergency. Andros is alive. And he's launched an attack against Corneria. Enemy forces have sortied from Andros' motherships and carriers, and they are heading towards Corneria. They've also built bases on several planets. And are firing IPBMs, interplanetary ballistic missiles, that's just so awesome, at Corneria. They only do 3 damage, but they're kind of dicks anyway. Your help is crucial. Corneria can take some hits, but with excessive damage we will fall. I don't know if the whole planet explodes or what, but protect Corneria and wipe out Andros' army. We're counting on you, Starfox. Yeah, you don't have your own fucking military? Jesus Christ. You people are worthless. Okay, now the difference between these two, basically you have 3 ships and 2 colors for each ship, as you can see. Fox and Falco are basically middle of the road, Peppy and Slippy are pretty much tanks, and Miyu and Faye are pretty much assault fighters. They have slightly less health, but they start with double lasers, and if you see that charge, that's how long it takes for the laser to charge itself. They do actually have charge homing shots in this game. Did I mention they start off with double lasers? Because they do. Yeah, and Fox and Falco start off with bombs. And that's another thing. Instead of just having bombs, you have special items, which include bombs, health recovery, and shields. It's a pretty cool game, honestly. Now, I haven't actually played this in quite some time, so we're going to start off halfway safe. With somebody with some actual shield. And somebody with assault capabilities, because speed is useful in this game. Now, you know the problem, I don't remember the controls for this game, so we're gonna have to take a couple seconds. And here we go. This is the first appearance, pretty much, of something like the Great Fox, but not the Great Fox, or maybe it is, I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, here we go. It's kind of like Star Fox Command, but not quite. You can basically go anywhere you want, like so. And if you meet up with anything, you have to fight it. Okay, I've forgotten that. And we've got charge shots. They're kind of useful. But the charge shot is kind of crap, too, because you can only actually target the thing that says target. See how it's on the edge of the screen? It's basically saying, go after this guy now. That's the only thing you can lock onto. And one of them got away. And yeah, the entire game is basically quick sorties like that. Sorties. What am I thinking? Sortie is not a... What is this called? Fracas? I don't know. There's probably a military term for it, but I just can't think of it. Skirmish. That's close enough. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, it has the charge shot, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to actually use. Ah, there's only one missile. That's barely even worth taking out. It'll only do 3% damage to Corneria. And it's one of these, too. But yeah, see, this is why the assault fighters are significantly better than basically everyone else in the game. Their charge shot basically takes no time at all to charge, so they're firing off these super powerful things, just one after the other like that. What we're gonna do is take out the battleship, and then hopefully we're back in time before the enemy fighters get to Corneria, because the battleship can launch more fighters, and the planets that are occupied can launch more missiles. Oh, also, let me see, oops, I did not want to do that. But yeah, you have infinite boost and break in this game. And now we get to show something off that is actually pretty cool, that is only in this game as far as I know, as far as the Starfox series goes. It'll be a while before we get to the point where it's actually a good idea to. Whoopsie. Gotta shake the fire off, and yeah, you can catch on fire, that's pretty cool. But yeah. What was I saying? I don't really recall. Oh, in case you haven't noticed yet, yeah, this is basically the prototype of all-range mode. So, yeah, you are basically never limited to just going straight forward in this game. Okay, this isn't working, so we're going to do it right now. This is tank mode. It's pretty cool. Let's see what all you got. Boost does nothing, and break is jump now. And here we go, tank-to-tank combat. And use the D-pad to move in general, and the L and R buttons to strafe. Do I want that? Yes, I do. If you pick up a special weapon, it changes to whatever that is, which is now shield. I'm not going to use it yet because we probably will have to use everything we come across later. But, yeah. What was I talking about? I don't recall. Anyway, practically every single level will have you breaking a core somewhere. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this is about a bajillion times better than the Landmaster. Because if you remember Versus Mode in Star Fox 64, maybe it was just me, but it really seemed like the Landmaster was not built for all-range mode at all. And this thing, well, it can stop for one thing. It can, like, you know, stop moving instead of crashing into buildings. But anyway. But yeah, you can freely switch between the two by pressing select when you, what was I saying? I'm losing trains of thought left and right here. This is no good. I would be a horrible conductor. It would just be, like, the humanity, honestly. This guy takes damage, apparently. That's no good. But yeah, you can switch freely between the two forms when there is ground to land on. And only then by pressing select. Holy crap, die. I want you to die. I want you to die. You're going to die now. There we go. Holy crap. And the other one got away, but that's not a big deal. We can pick him off easy. I should mention, your shield remains. Thank you, planet cannon. But yeah, your shield remains as it is, so if you take damage, you're keeping that damage until you heal it, which is why the special weapon, which is a heart, is really, really useful. Which I don't have, which is problematic. I do have a shield, but I am extremely bad at timing the use of the shield. Oh jeez. Okay, that, I should mention that too. Charge shots are forgiving. If you miss with a charge shot, it'll kind of just explode and screw them over anyway. With a regular shot, you're probably gonna miss. Ah, you got him. Thought you got out of range. But yeah, with a regular shot, there's a good chance you're gonna miss and not do any damage. And even if you hit, it doesn't do that much damage. So this is like, you know, before the, I don't know if it's a glitch or intentional, before the thing that gives you extra hits for using charge shots, that was basically your motivation for using charge shots altogether. I swear some of these are harder to deal with, but you will come across a lot of things like that. Low risk, low reward. Like if that thing hit Corneria, you see in the bottom left corner, Corneria damage, it would do 3% damage. But if a group of 5 missiles were to hit, it would do 15% damage. And that would be problematic. Now let's liberate Macbeth. And I haven't mentioned time yet. You notice near the top right corner there's a clock there. Time passes when you're moving on the overworld, over space, I don't know. No. But yeah, time passes when you're moving over space, sort of. No, goddamn, this is the trickiest thing. I can never do it right. There we go. And it passes while you're on planets. So basically, if a missile is right about to hit Corneria, or a squadron of fighters is right about to hit Corneria, oh jeez, this is not good. And you land on a planet and you take a while, they're probably going to hit, and there's nothing, like, during your mission, and there's very little you can do about it. I don't know where the heck I am in regard to anything. Okay, target's over there, that's the problem. There we go. Ordinarily it's easier to get into those things because you can just go into tank mode, but not a good idea when there's lava everywhere. Oh jeez. Really need shield right now. Thank you. Really need more shield. I may have gone the improper route here because Falco is sort of safe, but I can't use him as well as I can use the assault types. So his extra health isn't really as big a benefit as it could be because I'm taking way more hits. But we'll see. Incidentally, there are still dual laser and plasma laser power-ups in this game, just like in the first one. They're just way more rare. I think we've got enough health now. And this guy is the boss who we were so rudely ignoring up until right now. His shield reflects blast, so if you get too close to him, it's going to be a problem. But if you peg him from a distance like that, his reflected attacks don't really come that far, so... And there's the twin lasers. As he just said. Slightly faster. Yeah! Ow. And this core has shielding, which is a total dink to deal with. Well, not really. You just gotta shoot these corner protector things. Not that hard to do. They shoot ring lasers, but honestly, they're never gonna hit you unless you're just standing right still. And then the shield comes down. I don't really know why, honestly. Because it's like a solid thing. It's not like it was energy being generated or anything. It could have just stayed there. I don't really know why that is. But anyway, now it's blowing up. And yeah, 8, not seconds, but 8 units of time, basically. So everything on this map has moved forward 8 units of time. These things will attempt to possess the planet cannon. The planet cannon is that thing right there. It charges up and every so often shoots an enemy down for you. But these guys will try to take control of it, which means it can't shoot at enemies, and it will shoot at Corneria, which is troublesome if it happens. But we're not going to let it happen. I'm not trying to avoid demonstrating it or anything. It's just it's probably going to happen later in the run. These guys, I think you can kill with one really well-placed shot. But yeah, there we go. I'm not sure how it works exactly. I think you have to shoot the center thing. Or maybe you just shoot one of them and it blows the rest up with the shockwave. I don't really know. And now he's moving those battleships forward. So they're going to become a problem. But even though I'm going to demonstrate it at least once because it's just so cool. But the planet cannon only does 3% damage and fires infrequently. So it's not really that big a worry. What is a worry is that if ships sortie from... Ah, crap, I really want... Oh, did I get that? Cool. What is the problem is if ships sortie from it, from the battleships that are that much closer, you're going to have problems, because... Well, they're closer. And, whereas missiles will hit the planet once and blow up, and the planet cannon will hit the planet once weakly and infrequently, enemy fighters like this will take passes, and basically every, I don't know, it's maybe 0.2 units of time, you can keep track of that for yourself, pretty much to see how long that is, they'll come around and hit it again. So if I'm like here, and there's already, you know, a group of 5 enemy fighters bombing Corneria, that would basically be game over. Thank you! Take down the battleship. Incidentally, it does start getting easier when you start taking down more units, but in expert mode, he will send out another bunch. Just to annoy the crap out of you. It's kind of cool flying through space and all this crap happening on the way to the battleship, but you'll probably never get hit, and there's really no reason to stall. There's like no objectives in space. Whoa! Ow. Okay, what do we got in here? I've forgotten what happens in these rooms. Okay, I swear the L button isn't working. Okay, these guys are going to be a pain to deal with at the same time as those guys, but we need a shield too, so... Yoink. And that's a little bit of geometry weirdness there. Sometimes the enemies will appear behind walls. I don't know, it's just what the SNES does, I guess. Like that, see? I can't actually hit him or anything, because he's still actually technically behind the wall, but... I'm taking way too much damage on these guys. They are not worth it, seriously. I suppose at some point I should... Whoa, what's going on? What just happened? Oh my god. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay, hold on. We're just going to pause recording here because stupid computer idled out, and I'm just going to have to use a save state. I swear it's the only time I'm going to... just to make sure. Save game position slot 1. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to end it here, and we're going to get into another one, and I'm going to fix that setting so it doesn't do that again, because that's just ridiculous. Alright.